DailyXander 278 coming at you from the Providence Airport, roughly around 5:15, maybe 5:20ish in the morning. Just waiting for my flight that takes off around 6:05, so I have about another 20ish minutes before I start boarding. Anywho, morning's been so far extremely smooth. I got back to the airport from IHOP around 2ish or so, and the lady that ended up being my Uber driver, she was a chapter leader for a biking club. I can't remember the biking club, but she was the head honcho for the biking club that represented the Rhode Island portion, but they have clubs all over the U.S. She showed me pictures and stuff of her hanging out with high-up rappers such as DMX and Nas, I want to say, and it was just cool to talk to her and hear on her experiences. So that was a fun little surprise. That's the beauty of riding Uber. You always learn stuff about people and things you might not otherwise have known. And when I got back, I slept on the floor in the airport terminal for about an hour and a half or so, and I got woken up because that's when people started arriving, so I got like another extra 20 minutes of sleep, and then I got going, and here I am now, right in front of you in the camera, raw and uncut, and doing good, looking forward to the rest of the day. Probably gonna just sleep again on the plane. It's been nonstop sleep on every single flight I've had so far, so I've become well used to sleeping on the plane and probably not having the best posture doing so, as in head comes forward, oh, go back, head comes forward, oh, go back. It's all good because I'll be back in my bed tonight, and I'll also be doing a float tank session to help with fully relaxing, such and getting back into a routine. I'm gonna go for a good bike ride later on today. Weather's gonna be good. Doesn't look like it's gonna be raining today in Orlando, at least the portion. I'm gonna be outdoors today. Get a good amount of sun. It's been a while. When I say a while, it's been about 4 days now since I've gotten a good solid sun exposure, and I'm a big fan of the sun exposure. And yeah, just keep productivity going. Looking forward to doing a podcast with my friend. I think when I get back to my apartment, I'm gonna go to Whole Foods right away and load up on my veggie consumption and good nutrition consumption, and do that. I already said my affirmations for the morning while I was staring out at the windows here. You can't see much. You might be able to see me. Can you see my reflection? I have no idea if you can. I'm waving right now. I'm pretty sure I can see myself in the reflection, but I can't see myself in the camera. I feel like you could see me, and if not, oh well, you imagine. Picture me however you want, waving. Was I doing the Queen wave though? Nah. I was doing my wave. Hey, my wave. Alright. That's all I can really say right now. Mouth's a little dry. Gonna consume some water. That's one thing I want to say about when you compare like the US to United Kingdom. There's not that many or hardly any refill water stations in the UK versus how the US has a lot of water fountains. So if you're in the UK, generally the only way you can refill your water is if you go to the tap. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just different in that sense. Where the US has abundance of water fountains around, it seems like, and the UK doesn't. Also trash cans, especially garbage dumpsters, and from what I understand, London especially is cut down on garbage dumpsters because back in the day, I believe it was the IRA. I'll say the IRA would put bombs, maybe even light the canisters, the dumpsters on fire. So because of that, they have a lot less trash dumpsters, garbage dumpsters, and probably just more smaller trash cans themselves versus the US. So just another tidbit of small item piece that I noticed comparing the UK. This is just London though to US. London is massively spread out. quite the city. You can definitely spend a long time visiting there and learning tidbits. One thing I want to say, again, I've already said one thing already after saying that statement. Another thing I want to say, how about that? When I was on the tour, there was this portion of the tour where it was by one of the palaces. I have no idea what it was called, can't remember which palace, but there was a concrete wall outside, and on one of the concrete wall blocks there was a small graffitied picture. I don't even remember what it was. I mean, it was no bigger than my hand, and it was by a really famous graffiti artist. And if you were to cut that concrete block out of its current place, it'd probably be worth like $20,000 for just this really small piece of artwork that was graffiti, and didn't seem like it was crazy special by any means. But when I heard that, I was like, wow, that's pretty funny. But certainly if you tried to cut it out, you'd be stopped like extremely soon, just because you're in the broad daylight around probably one of the heaviest monitored cities in the world, being London. So that's just one of many interesting facts that just came to me right now. So I will check in with you guys a little bit later. I'm flying with Southwest, and Southwest does not have assigned seating, so that means I'm going to be in the plane somewhere. No idea where. Check in with you later.
It's a big difference.
Oh, big difference in what way?
I mean, everything. People, seat, got a clean seat, just like, that's different.
Yeah.
I mean, that's nicer. Cheaper.
I can definitely see that being the case.
Yeah, I think that's much more than they pay better.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. Very much, I'm doing a lot down there.
Z Nation, just arriving back. DailyXander 278, arriving back at the yacht. That's an inside joke from my father. Oh my goodness, I'm slipping on the sidewalk. Clearly, I forgot what it's like to walk here in Orlando, Florida. Don't worry, I'm not jet lagged or anything. I am psyched. Oof. Right now, I'm gonna enter this lovely door here. Don't wanna know why I'm knocking, because nobody's home. I be home. And so the plan is, go to the bathroom, change some clothes, go over to Whole Foods, charge my phone, pound some greens, wait for my phone to charge, get some other tasks done, and then come back, get my bike, head off to go meet my friend, do a podcast and such. Come back to the apartment, if I have time, go to see my patient, check in with my patient. I stay for hospice. And then I have a float session later tonight at 6:30. So that's what I got on tap. So I'll keep you up to date throughout the day and check with you later. Peace. Hey, at the sunny office again, being, you already know where it's at? Being Holy Foods. I'm gonna get some quality nutrition.
I'm not 100%
Keep the brain fresh. Oh, yeah.